Hey crypto community, it's Eugene on Peak Tech channel speaking to you. So happy to greet you again. So in this DeFi news survey, I'm going to cover the main DeFi news that happened this week, and of course we are particularly interested on how DeFi market behaved in a certain shakeup that happened this week. So let's go to it. So of course the biggest news that we had a couple of days ago is the deep dive of the market. So I think this is the cold shower that is quite usual in cryptocurrency, and we have experienced that many times. But the peculiarity, especially because we have a DeFi niche which is quite new, which just grew up recent year from spring last year up till now. It's been growing for a while for all this year, and we still have not tested how DeFi coins, DeFi tokens behave in the stormy weather. So it looks like our ship, our vessel was in the port, but has never been tested in the real thunderstorm and storm on the sea, in the open sea. Now we have tested. So when Ethereum, Bitcoin, and many others coins just went down up to 30-40% a day. So that's a very deep dive, and we saw that the whole DeFi capitalization, of course, judging by Ethereum first of all, because this is the leading blockchain that accumulates the turnover and locked value. So we see that we moved back only a month ago. So DeFi capitalization, DeFi locked turnover was at the loss for a month since round about a month ago, mid-April. So that we returned to that level on Ethereum DeFi locked value. So that shows the stability, and that was particularly interesting to me as a DeFi investor, DeFi researcher. So this is showing very optimistic stability. That's my conclusion. And of course I want to share with you some 5 unique innovative DeFi projects that worth attention during the dive. Of course, this is not my personal recommendation. I'm just sharing you the author's view on 5 DeFi coins that need that need to be paid attention to. So DeFi, Premier Finance, Cook Protocol, Donkey Finance. So Donkey, quite an interesting play of words here, and Holdify. So please take all your skills and metrics and apply to that DeFi projects if you are interested in them, so that to see future opportunities. So maybe one of them will shoot, or maybe more shoot off very well. So this is just I'm just sharing with you the possible information. So don't forget about scaling or moving Ethereum's performance to layer 2. So this is called also parachain. So Matic and Loopring. So Polygon. This is the former, the new name of the project. So those are the layer 2 solutions to scale Ethereum and to move away from high fees, which is becoming a real big problem for us, for users. So that we can see the statistics, we can see the views that those solutions are quite relevant to the current situation. The next one, it's despite this news relates to US citizens and US taxpayers, of course, the whole DeFi market and crypto market is dependent on that. So the point is that US Treasury proposes, this is only the discussion, to report all the transactions over $10K to the tax service, so IRS service institution, which is responsible for taxes. So this is proposed to start in the year 2023, and by the end of that year, we have a reporting period since April 2024, like in many countries. So in April or by April, all the taxpayers need to report, and that is magically that date when Bitcoin halving is planned or gonna be happening. So this is the point or the turning point for the whole crypto industry in future. Why? Because the reports, the ministry report will show us the trust to cryptocurrencies that American taxpayers have. So that will be the turning point, and up to the year 2022, it's worth buying or collecting or investing to some of the main or prospective cryptocurrencies. So that's the whole point. If we apply this suggestion to the timeline, the whole picture will be interesting. So that's the news we have to analyze when we read that in our news feed. So Solana is launching on Coinbase Pro. This is a very interesting news because we know blockchain Solana is one of the leading blockchains. So if we look at CoinGecko, let me see where it is. It's ranked as 15, so it's on top 20, and of course it's worth mentioning. Solana is starting to be listed on Coinbase Pro, not started yet, so we see the huge list of very solid tokens that we all trust to, and Coinbase Pro listing is giving lots of perspectives. So that's the point, that adding more to popularity decentralized platforms such as Solana. So you can read about it and analyze what it is. So the next news I wanted to share with you is related to Beam. Let me share with you. So anonymous cryptocurrencies are taking more and more popularity, and the demand for that, if we read lots of news from governments trying to control and regulate the market, of course, as an opposite reaction to that is the popularity of anonymous cryptocurrencies. So Beam is one of them. So $2 million is not a big deal cryptocurrency wise, to be honest, but the more important here that BeamX DAO is going to be delivered and is going to be developed by this money to unite DeFi principles, infrastructure, and privacy, anonymity, confidential tokens. So this is a very, very perspective mixture that will allow us to perform anonymously with DeFi instruments. Now, as you know, Ethereum and some other main tokens are not anonymous, so the transactions can be easily followed, and the key structure of the DAO, decentralized autonomous organization, is listed here. So if we go to Beam website, we can see that the whole description. You will see that you can read about it. You read about the documentation, which is very important. So you can read lots of information about it, what it is, and how it works. So we have mobile wallets, desktop wallets, and of course let's look at the price of the Beam. BeamX is not yet listed, so it's $1 currently, so I think this is the level of suspense that it reached. So it's worth thinking to buy. So that's my view. And the last news I want to draw your attention to, that DeFi is flexible. It's not stopping in its development, and some radical transformations are to follow. So those are of course interoperability between different projects is one of the aspects for success. So another one of course is gas fee, lowering down gas fees. So that's the aim of the DeFi platforms, to lower it down, mainly with layer 2 Ethereum or other blockchain solutions. So and the third change that is coming, that JavaScript programming language will substitute Solidity. So because Solidity framework specialists are very expensive, and there are not so many of them. So 100 an hour price per Solidity developer is a normal price at the market, but however, JavaScript developers or Rust developers can be more available to the market. It's not only about saving money, but the demand for specialists can be so high that it can't be satisfied with Solidity market, and there are not so many people on that, in simple words. So this is the trend, and the outcome from that we can make, and takeaway that we can make of that, is that we can advise our children, our kids, or teenagers to learn more about JavaScript. Is one of the most universal project that can be demanded at the labor market, and of course people with that skills will be definitely hired in the nearest future. So that's it about the news. Thank you for watching it.